Hello dear student, this is Mr. Hitesh Patel, Assistant Professor LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are starting new chapter, that is properties of gas, of the subject basic mechanical engineering. Okay. So first of all, the question is why we need to learn this chapter as a mechanical engineer, because in IC engine or in heat engine, when the combustion of the fuel takes place, at that time hot flue gases are generated, and that hot flue gases push the piston in downward direction. So that for a mechanical engineer it is compulsory to know the behavior of the gas after the combustion of the fuel, so that we or mechanical engineer must learn this chapter. Okay, so let's start with the chapter. In this chapter we are discuss total 4 topics, that is introduction, Boyle's law, Charles law and combined gas law. Okay, let's start with the introduction. In introduction we are going to discuss what is the main difference between vapor and gas. So dear students, there is a huge difference between vapor and gas. Vapor is defined as the state of the substance in which evaporation from its liquid state is incompleted. Okay, and the example of the vapor are steam contained in water particles. Okay, wet steam, these all are the examples of the vapor. Next is gas. So what is gas? So dear student, gas is defined as the state of the substance in which evaporation from its liquid state is completed. And we know the example of the gas is like carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon monoxide. These all are the examples of the gas. We heard about the name perfect gas. So what is perfect gas? So dear students, we have already learned all the perfect gases laws like Boyle's law, Charles law in 11th and 12th science. Okay. So perfect gas is the gas which obeys Boyle's law and Charles law under all condition of temperature and pressure. Now the question is, which are the example of perfect gas? So dear students, in this universe no gas is perfect gas, but behavior of superheated steam under certain temperature and pressure condition is like perfect gas, and this thing we will discuss in detail in properties of gas. Okay. So let's start with the first law, that is Boyle's law. We already familiar with this law because we have learned this law in 11th and 12th science. First of all, Boyle's law. So according to Boyle, the volume of given mass of perfect gas is vary inversely as the absolute pressure while the temperature is constant. In this law, temperature of the system remains constant and the equation becomes V is proportional to 1 upon P. When we remove the sign of proportionality, at that time one constant is added, so the equation becomes V is equal to C by P. Okay, by multiplying C, V and P, we get PV is equal to C. If this system contains two state, state 1 and state 2, at that time we can rewrite this equation as P1 V1 is equal to C and P2 V2 is equal to C, and the final equation becomes from above two relation P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. We are going to discuss this law in detail. Here in PV diagram you can see that this is point number 1, that is initial state, this is point number 2, that is final state. Okay, at point number 1 you can see that we get volume V1, at point number 2 we get volume V2. Similarly on P side, when we trace that line, at that time on the P side we get P1 point, and at that second point we get P2 point. Here in PV diagram you can see that when the volume is increases, at that time pressure is at minimum. When the volume is at minimum level, at that time pressure is its highest point. That indicates when the pressure is increased, at that time volume is decreases, and when the volume is increases, at that time pressure is decreases. Here one more question is that why we have draw a graph here, PV diagram. So dear students, PV diagram is used for finding out the work done during the process. Here you can see that the area which covered below this diagram gives the relation or gives the value of the work done during the process. So for finding work done during the process, we always draw PV diagram, and area covered below this diagram gives the work done, information of the work done during the process. Okay. So next is Charles law. So according to Charles, if any gas is heated at constant pressure, at that time change in volume is directly proportional to its temperature. From Charles law, we can see that volume is directly proportional to its temperature while pressure of the system remains constant. When we remove the sign of the proportionality, at that time one constant C is added, that is V is equal to C into T. We can rewrite this equation as V by T is equal to C. In any system, if point number 1 is the initial state and point number 2 is the final state, then we can rewrite this equation as V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 is equal to C. Here we can see that the pressure of the system remains constant throughout the process. So in P versus V PV diagram, you can see that the pressure of the system remains constant throughout the process. Here you can see that P1 is equal to P2, that means initial pressure and final pressure both remains the same throughout the process. Okay. So we have drawn this graph because the pressure of the system remains constant. And we have already discussed that why we draw PV diagram, because the area which covered below this line gives the information about the work done during the process. So this is all about the Charles law. Next we are going to discuss that is combined gas law. Okay. First of all, why we need this law? Because there is no system in this universe in which throughout the system only one state or only one process remains constant. Because in any system at certain time temperature remains constant, up to certain period pressure remains constant, up to certain period volume of the system remains constant, because there is no system in this world which operates only one law. Okay. So for understanding combined gas law, we are using total combination of the two processes. First is constant temperature process, constant pressure process. After that, that system undergoes constant temperature process, which we are understand by using this diagram. Here in this PV diagram, you can see that this process 1 to 2 indicates constant pressure process. After that, it follows the law 2 to 3, that is Boyle's law. During process 2 to 3 temperature of the system remains constant, and during process 1 to 2 pressure of the system remains constant. That means during process 1 to 2 it follows Charles law, and during process 2 to 3 it follows Boyle's law. Okay. So for proving this combined gas law, we are taking this example of PV diagram. For process number 1 to 2, we can see that during this process pressure of the system remains constant, so that we can apply Charles law, and we know that according to Charles law V1 upon T1 is equal to V2 upon T2. Okay. But we know that during process 2 to 3 temperature of the system remains constant because it follows Boyle's law. That means T2 is equal to T3. So we can rewrite T2 as T3 in above equation. So the final equation becomes V1 by T1 is equal to V2 divided by T3. That is equation number 1 for us. Now during process 2 to 3, we have already discussed that it follows Boyle's law, and we know that in Boyle's law temperature of the system remains constant, and the equation is P2V2 is equal to P3V3, because during process 2 to 3 it follows Boyle's law. Okay. But we know that 1 to 2 during process 1 to 2 pressure of the system remains constant, that means P1 is equal to P2. So we can rewrite P2 is equal to P1 in equation above equation of the Boyle's law. So final equation becomes P1V2 is equal to P3 V3, and by taking V2 as a subject, V2 is equal to P3 V3 divided by P1. This is equation number 2 for us. Okay. Now by putting value of V2 in equation number 1, we get V1 by T1 is equal to P3 V3 divided by P1 into T3. So, and we can rewrite this equation as PV by T is equal to constant. And here the value of constant depends upon the magnitude of the gas, and that value will be R, capital R, and the capital R indicates characteristic gas constant. Okay, so the final equation becomes PV by T is equal to R, so PV is equal to R into T. This equation is for 1 kilogram of the gas. For m kilogram of the gas, we need to multiply with the R. So final equation becomes PV is equal to mRT, and that is the equation for combined gas law. In this equation, the value of R is for characteristic gas constant, which is vary from gas to gas. It depends upon the characteristic of the gas. That's why it is called characteristic gas constant. Okay. So this is all about the combined gas law. Here one more thing is there. If we divide volume on unit mass basis, then we get small pv is equal to RT. So this equation is called as characteristic gas equation. Okay. So this is all about today. If you have any queries in what is vapor, what is gas, what is perfect gas, if you have any query in understanding Charles law, Boyle's law and combined gas law, then you can write down your queries in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video.